Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Brian Banks. And this is a very heartwarming, inspirational story about a man who's going to be a star football player and is accused of rape and is sent to jail, and him trying to exonerate himself and being able to start his life back up again. And this film, I saw the trailers for it, I'm like, okay, this can be very powerful drama, or it could be really melodramatic and look like it probably came out on the Hallmark Channel. This film kind of totes that line a little bit. And for the most part, it does feel pretty melodramatic. It goes for here's another heartstrings, here's a heartstring moment. And it has a lot of those kinds of moments strung together where this film really feels like it could be a little manipulative. But you know what? The performances in this film are really what makes this film elevated to the point where this is a solid film. And it really honestly hit me in the feels and made me feel inspired. And a lot of that had to do with the great acting in it, honestly. Especially from Aldous Hodge, who plays Brian Banks. He gives a very powerful performance. There's scenes in this film where it really hit me. And he really sold this film. And if it wasn't for a strong central performance like that, this film could have come off being really cheesy. But he makes it real. And Greg Kinnear gives in a solid performance. And honestly, this film, I think, is one of those kinds of films where it's is it a great film? No. But is it an important film? I think so. And I think this tells a story which the film does a decent job of portraying. But I feel like this is something that is important to watch because of being able to see this story happen and the injustices that do happen and this shedding a light on them. And by the end, I was really pulling for Brian and really wanted him to be able to chase his dreams and get his life back on track and not have to be bogged down by being a registered sex offender his whole entire life, which can really cause a lot of damage to somebody, particularly if they didn't do it. And you really believe him and you believe in his story. And this film, it's overly shiny and glossy, and from a filmmaking perspective, it's just this didn't feel like one of those grittier kind of, this is going to really hit you hard kind of films, because it feels like this could have been plopped on a TV. It doesn't feel very cinematic. But Aldous Hodge and most of the cast really sell this film, and honestly, it's worth it for the story and Aldous Hodge's performance. But those are my thoughts on Brian Banks. Go out and see it. I think it's worth it. I wouldn't say you spend full price on a ticket. See a matinee or see it on discount, or maybe even just wait until it's on VOD or on a streaming site. But watch this film. I think it's worth it. Let me know what you think. And thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.